At dawn, when bells were yawning white and dawnings kissed the sun, she laid her apples, jars, and thread till morning's trade begun. He crossed the square with dusty boots and courage stitched with fear. One glance she gave, one smile she spared, and suddenly he's here. Oh, a glance across the market green can turn the day askew, said a wondering heart to circling with nothing else to do. He bought one pair, then bought another, as prices he well knew. Returned at noon for twine or nails, he needed neither two. She laughed behind her measuring cups, her eyes gave him away. But father watched with folded arms and plans for work that day. Oh, a glance across the market green is trouble dressed as cheer, when love comes knocking softly and a watchful parent's near. Good lad, her father said one morn, if you've time to spare. The mill needs fixing up the road and wheat won't move itself there. He hauled and hammered, sang and sweated, came back with flour white, and bought a roll just for a grin before the fall of night. Next day it was the broken fence, then geese that wandered wrong, then barrels lost, then letters sent too far, too fast, too long. Each task he did with willing hands, each errand done with flair, and always found his way back through the square where she was there. Oh, a glance across the market green grows braver day by day, when deeds speak louder than excuses dreamed up on the way. At last her father cleared his throat and hid a teasing smile. You've run my roads and fixed my world quite thoroughly a while. If you've no errand left to run, no chore you've yet to do, perhaps you'll stay for supper, lad, and say what brings you through. He said her name, she said his back, the market bells all rang. The stalls leaned in, the pigeons knew, the whole square hummed and sang. They wed beneath the lanterns bright with pears and bread and wine, and still he visits every day, but now the stall is mine. Oh, a glance across the market green can change a life outright, turn errands into promises and days to pure delight. There once was a lad with a polished grin and boots too fine for the mud, who swore he'd steal every heart in town before the week was done and dusted up. He tipped his hat to the baker's girl with flour on her sleeve so white. She laughed and said, "You're sweet enough, but I need one home by night." Oh, he tried his luck with a wink and a word on every street and plain, but love's a door that won't be forced, it opens when it deigns. 20 to the butcher's niece with roses red as meat. She crossed her arms and sized him up from head to muddied feet. I need a man who isn't afraid of blood and early morns. Take your smile where it's better fed and mind the market horns. Oh, he tried his luck with a wink and a word and charms he polished bright, but hearts don't melt for honey talk when hands won't hold them tight. He bowed too low to the servant girl from the Lord's high stone-bound hall, promised songs and wandering roads and freedom past the wall. She shook her head with a knowing look and a laugh that cut him through. I've washed enough of other dreams, I won't be washing yours too. So home he went with a quieter step, past doors he'd always known, where laughter lived in low warm light and bread smelled like a home. Their saddest neighbor mending cloth by a window soft and plain, who'd shared his boots, his scrapes, his bread, since they were small and strange. Oh, the long longest road is the one we miss, that runs beside our own. And the truest heart may wait in sight while we go roaming alone. She smiled the way the evening does when storms have had their say. Said, you've been busy courting dreams that never planned to stay. I've loved you since your hair was wild and mine in clumsy braids. I never learned the art of chase, but I'm still here, she said. He saw at last the truth laid bare like stars above the lane. All the doors he'd knocked too loudly on had taught him love's refrain. He took her hand, she took his name. The town let out a cheer, for nothing shocks a village more than what was always clear. Oh, he tried his luck with a wink and a word, and found what can't be planned, that love is not the road we seek, but the one that holds our hand.
From House Keltar rode the valiant stag, crowned in bronze on the mountain crest. From House Liren we've bent the silver willow, rooted deep where the still pools rest. The stag stood proud in stone and flame, the willow wept where waters run. Long stood their banners far apart, and so began what none would shun.
These two lines were children born, a son of antler, a daughter of leaf. They met by chance in twilight glades, and learned their love through careful grief. Each meeting failed, each promise broke, by watchful eyes and ancient lore. They parted oft with hands untouched, and left the woods in silent awe.
Daughter heard the vow that bound her fate and breath. She was pledged to the royal prince, a golden path that tasted death. The crown was set upon her name, her hand was sworn by right, not will. The stag-born son stood far away, and learned how hope is taught to still.
The prince was told of hidden love, of stolen glances, vows untrue. Jealousy took root in him, and hardened what once kindly grew. By royal word the stag was cast, his house undone, his kin displaced. They were driven from their ancient lands, for love the crown would not face.
The wedding rang with silver bells, the court stood bright in silken rows. The willow bride spoke sacred words, while grief lay folded in her vows. The prince looked on with trusting eyes, unknowing of her secret pain. Those crown and sorrow married both, and law stood where love had reigned.
By moonless night she walked alone, her face still tread on older ground. She begged the return of the exiled house, and paid with truce no crown could sound. The Fae agreed and bent their heart, for grief is dear in elder trade. The stag-born kin were led back home, though darker depths in shadow stay.
Plot took shape in halls, to end the prince, the bride, the line. The stag-born man by chance or fate, her treachery in broken sign. He ran by night through root and thorn to warn the lives he once had lost. No oath forbade the choice he made, though saving them would seal the cause.
The blades fell swift beneath the stars. He stood where death had aimed its hand. Steel struck true, his blood was spilled to guard both crown and beloved land. The Fae returned, his voice at end, so she might hear his final breath. This love was spoken once and last in silkfold.
Then the weight of death
He met her where the foxglove bends and the moon forgets its name, with silver laugh and leaf light feet and eyes like candle flame. She danced between the nothings there where roots and starlight braid, and in one breath his whole wide world was smaller than the glade. Oh, mind your heart in twilight hours where the old paths softly sway, for men may dream of forever and forever walks away. She spoke in riddles, sang in rain, left dew upon his sleeve, promised nothing, took no vows, gave more than she could leave. He carved her name on alder bark, he waited dusk to dawn, but time ran strange around her feet and morning found her gone. Oh, he fell for a fae in the greenwood shade where the mortal songs ring thin, for love that blooms in borrowed worlds knows not how to stay within. hearts are heavy things with endings in their sweet. I walk where years are only thoughts, where loss has not been born. I cannot love the way you do, or live where you are torn. They sat one night by standing stones as centuries passed like sighs. He felt the ache of growing old reflected in her eyes. She touched his cheek like falling ash, a kindness etched with rue, and whispered truths the heart must hear but never wishes to. Oh, he fell for a fae in the half-lit world where the stars won't hold their place, and learned too late that mercy there can wear a gentle face. She said, I love you as the stream loves banks it cannot keep, as fire loves the waiting dark, as waking loves its sleep. But if I stayed, you'd fade to dust before I learned your name. And that, my dear, is cruelty no song should ever claim. So he walked back to the human road with moss still on his shoes, carrying a quieter heart and wiser ways to lose. They say he sings at dusk sometimes, where the world's brush and fray, a song that keeps young lovers home when lights begin to stray. Oh, mind your heart in twilight hours and the promises they weigh, for some loves are a lesson learned and some are fade and fade away. Oh,
She crossed the square in summer light with gold caught in her hair, and men with swords and heavy rings would circle, boast and stare. They praised her face, they named her price, they spoke of strength and sway. She smiled once, then showed them all the quickest out of way. Oh, silver tongues and iron claims are loud but quickly spent, for pride will always trip itself before the heart's content. One bragged of lands, one bragged of fights, one swore she'd soon be won, as though a woman's will were dice already cast and done. She met their words with steady eyes and answers cool and plain. I'm not a thing you take or keep, now try your luck again. Oh, crowns may gleam and muscles flex and voices swell with might, but love won't kneel to shouted vows or bargains struck in spite. At dawn the baker swept his step with flour on his sleeve, fed sparrows crumbs, patched broken toys, and helped a child believe. He spoke to beasts in gentle tones and blushed if praised aloud, and never once did lift his voice above the market crowd. They laughed when he approached her stall, their ale went spilling free. What hope has bred in bashful hands where lords have bent the knee? He bowed, he spoke her name with care, no boast, no clever line. He asked if she would walk a while, if she could spare the time. Oh, kindness doesn't drum for eyes or beg to be admired. It stands its ground in quiet ways and gives before required. children raced to him each morning bright and sure. The dogs that slept beside his feet as if they'd found a cure. She took his arm, she took his smile, and left the square behind. The loud men still were bragging there, still certain they were kind. So let them boast of gold and grit and all they claim they are. Love chose the hands that shaped the bread, not those that reached too far. The baker, gentle, shy, and true, outshone the bold and brave. For strength is best when tempered soft, and mercy's what can save.
I knocked for sugar, just a spoon or two. Said, won't take a moment, I'll be gone soon as you. She poured it slow and leaned on the door. Said, well, since you're here, you should know one thing more. Oh, borrowed sugar, borrowed salt, borrowed time by the heart's soft fault. You come for East, you stay for tea, and leave with half the village history, yeah. I asked for salt, just a pinch, that's all. She said, of course, then closed the hall. Sat me down with a buttered roll and asked how things were really going at home. Oh, borrowed sugar, borrowed salt, every door has the same old fault. You come for spice, you stay for bread, and leave with 3 new names in your head. The baker's boy's been walking late. The mill wheel stuck, but it's not the gate. The smith and the widow share a light. And no, don't ask, but yes, last night. Oh, borrowed sugar, borrowed yeast. Small requests turn into a feast. You knock at noon, swear you'll be quick, and stumble home well past the 6. I tried to leave, I truly did, but she raised a brow and dropped her lid. Said, one more thing before you go. Did you hear who's courting who below? By the time I reached my own front door, I knew whose boots were by whose floor, who'd said too much, who'd sworn it's true, and who would ask for sugar too. Oh, borrowed sugar, borrowed salt, borrowed hearts by a friendly fault. In Hearthfold lanes the truth runs sweet. You knock for need and leave complete.
Gather close by fire and foam and hear what I've been told of a traveler bold with a silver tongue and a tale for every cold. His cloak was torn by dragon claws, his boots by mountain stone, but somehow all his battles happened just outside our home. Oh, mind the roar and mind the scale when his stories start to prance, for a lion in his telling may be smaller than a glance.
I faced a beast on the desert road with a mane like burning sun. It leapt at me with teeth like knives, I struck and the fight was won. We nodded slow and passed the ale while old Nan hid a grin, for the lion hissed behind the mill and slept in Farmer Gin's.
Oh, mind the roar and mind the scale when his eyebrows start to climb, for every inch his story grows is borrowed from our time.
He claimed he crossed the frostfall peaks with no coat, rope nor guide, survived on grit and destiny and courage multiplied. But Pete the mule had packed him so with blankets, stew and bread, that courage barely carried him from the saddle to the bed. I've drunk with kings,
I fought with God,
I've won fair maidens 3. He swore it loud enough to shake the beams above our mead. But one by one the listeners knew the trick behind the tune. His kings were guards, his gods were dice. his maidens none too soon. Oh, mind the roar and mind the scale when the bravest tales are spun. For truth wears smaller boots, my friends, but walks when lies must run. At last one night the barn door banged, a yowl split through the dark. He leapt up with heroic cry and charged out like a lark. Back he came with scratches 3 and pride in bloody shreds, holding up the terror slain, a cat with fleas and threads. We raised a cheer, we clapped him hard, for courage did reside. It takes some nerve to bear your boast when truth won't step aside. So now he laughs and trims his tails to fit a smaller frame, and calls it the Lion of Lantern Lane with a wink to hide the shame. Oh, mind the roar and mind the scale when the bravest songs are sung, for the finest tales grow warmer yet when they're shortened on the tongue.
When the cough took root in her gentle chest, and the color left her face, he swore by road and fire and vow he'd not accept that place. He kissed her brow, he took his coat, he ran before the dawn, with hope like bread still warm in hand, and fear already drawn. Oh, love will run the length of the world for a chance, however small, and learn too late what mercy is when no cure comes at all. He came to Bramblefold through thorns, where the goblin cook fires gleam. They stirred him roots and bone and spice in a bitter smoking steam. Drink this fast, the goblin said, it's pulled men back from brink. She smiled and drank, she slept at last, but sleep was all we think. Oh, hope may wear 1,000 masks and speak in voices sure, but even faith well seasoned is not always a cure. He climbed the roads to Ironfold, where the hammers never rest. The dwarves pressed iron to his palm and pride into his chest. Lay this blade beneath her head to frighten death away. The dagger shone till morning came, and death was not dismayed. Through silver trees of silkfold fair, where elf lights softly ring, they crowned his hand with woven gold and gave a slender ring. Love will bind where flesh gives way, this circle shall endure. He slid it on her cooling hand, love stayed, the rest was poor. Oh, gifts of craft and ancient art can shine and still fall through, for death is deaf to promises, no matter who they're from or true. At last to Glimmerfold he fled, where fae walk half in dream. They pressed green herbs with dawn-wet leaves that hummed like running streams. Brew this slow and speak her name, do not beg, do not plead. He did as told, she breathed once more, but not the breath they'd need. She passed as candles guttered low, with his hand in her own. No spell unbroken, no charm spent, just love and then alone. The roads fell quiet under him, the world seemed torn and thin, and every gift lay useless now against the truth walked in. Oh, all the folds of every folk may try their oldest art, but none can stitch a beating soul back into a broken heart. They came at dusk, they came at dawn, from root and stone and gleam. The goblins with their cooking pots, the dwarves with heads bowed clean. The elves sang low of passing years, the fae brought silent light, and sat with him till grief grew tired, and morning found the night. For though they failed to save her life by blade or herb or ring, they taught him then what still remains when cures have lost their sting. That love is held in gathered hands when all the magic ends, and mourning shared across the world is how the broken mend. They say he stepped beyond the veil at dusk's last silver thread, and found her waiting whole once more, where the living fear to tread. No goblin stew, no dwarven steel, no elven spell could bind, but love at last outpaced the world and left its grief behind.
He sharpened steel at break of day, while the crows cried out his name. 100 roads lay at his feet, and each one promised fame. Come home, they said, the fields are green, but glory called him still. There's always one more deed to prove beyond the next dark hill. Oh, the road would not wait, the road would not stay. It pulled him by the promise of renown, and the farther he chased the echo of praise, the farther he strayed from home ground. He slew a boar in ironwood, broke chains in coastal rain, carved his name in tavern beams from Lowmere up to Plain. Each song grew louder than the last, each tale a little tall, but none of them could guard a door or hear a child's call. Oh, the road would not wait, the road would not stay. It sang of crowns and victory, but it never sang of what it takes to stand and let the world pass by. He turned aside from winter roads to chase a brighter flame. A monster sighted 3 days east, a warlord without shame. He left his hearth with promises to write and soon return. The ink ran dry, the seasons burned. At last he walked the old stone way with rust upon his blade. The banner's gone, the watchtower dark, the fields in ash and shade. No dogs ran out, no bells were rung, no smoke climbed to the sky. The road fell silent at his feet and would not tell him why. Oh, the road would not wait, the road would not stay. It led him back too late, for glory walks ahead of time, and love must stand and wait. He found the door he'd built with hands, now split and torn apart.
The heart stone cold, the cradle still, the ruin of his heart. No enemy remained to fight, no banner left to blame. Just names he could not speak aloud, and silence carved with shame. He knelt where laughter used to live, where stories once were spun, and set his sword against the wall. At last the road was done. No song would carry this return, no bard would mark the day, for heroes fall in quieter ways than steel can ever say. Oh, the road would not wait, the road would not stay. It took his strength and gave him stone, and all the deeds that made his name could not protect his own.
Come in from the road, set your pack down low. The fire's still warm, though the wind won't go. You've miles in your boots and dust in your hair, but there's bread on the board and a seat to spare. No need for names or the shape of your past, just hands to the bowl and a cup to pass. If your voice is tired, let silence sing. You're home for a while, that's everything. Oh, stay, stay by the hearth lights glow, where the kettle hums and the embers know. Every story bends, every burden's light, when it's shared by the fire at the end of the night. Stay, stay till the coals burn low, all roads return where the warm lights go. Oh, oh, oh. We don't ask much, just truth and time, a simple tune and a steady rhyme. What you lost outside don't matter here. Set it down with the dust and the travel fear. The stew remembers hands long gone. Old laughs linger when the song moves on. Every crack in the table, every scar knows who we were and who we are. Oh, stay, stay by the hearth lights glow, where the kettle hums and the embers know. Every story bends, every burden's light, when it's shared by the fire at the end of the night. Stay, stay till the coals burn low, all roads return where the warm lights go. Whoa, whoa. With a sharper tone, steel and stone and the wide unknown. But tonight is ours, and that's enough, with a chipped old mug and bread still rough. So sing it soft or sing it strong, every voice here belongs in the song. If the world outside won't let you stay, the hearth remembers you anyway. So stay, stay by the hearth lights glow, where the kettle hums and the embers know. Every fold may bend, every rule may roam, but the fire still knows the way back home. Stay, stay till the morning's call, you're welcome here, that's all. that's all. Down where the hills lean close and kind, and chimneys breathe like kin, there's a vale where the kettles sing, and every door swings in. The road forgets its hurry there, the night forgets its chill, for time sits down by the firelight and listens soft and still.
Oh, sing it slow, oh, sing it true. Let the old words set the scale, for love takes root in the common ground, like the rose in the vale.
Old Mara knows your grandmother's grin, and Tom knows why you sigh. No secret lives past second bread or the third cup passed by. What's whispered low is carried warm by stew and candle flame, till hard thoughts melt like winter frost and no one's quite the same.
Oh, sing it low, oh, sing it wide, let every voice set sail, for hearts grow brave when they're sung aloud, like the rose in the vale.
Quarrel once came knocking hard with fists of pride and fear, but soup was served and stories told till anger couldn't hear. A laugh went round, a tear went round, the clock forgot to move,
And by the time the bowls were bare, the night had learned to soothe. Oh, sing it warm, oh, sing it long, let the harmony not fail, for peace is found where I'll sit down, like the rose in the vale.
They say a song is more than sound in Hearthfold's firelit air. It stitches lives with gentle thread and proves that someone cares. A tale well told can buy you bread, a verse can buy you grace, and every voice that dares to join belongs within this place.
So sing it home, so sing it whole, let the last light never pale, for we are bound by what we share, like the rose in the vale. You look road worn in the lantern sway. Fa-dee-dee-di-dee-dee-day. Come sit a spell, let the noise drift away. Fa-dee-dee-di-dee-dee-day. The night is kind and the fire will stay. Fa-dee-dee-di-dee-dee-day. One cup, one smile before break of day. Fa-dee-dee-di-dee-dee-day. Your blade can rest by the wall with me. Fa-dee-dee-di-dee-dee-dee. No harm comes near where the music be. Fa-dee-dee-di-dee-dee-dee. Set down your load, let your thoughts run free. Fa-dee-dee-di-dee-dee-dee. Even brave hearts tire easily. Fa-dee-dee-di-dee-dee-dee. The road was hard, but you needn't There's room by the fire, warm and low. Fa-dee-dee-di-dee-dee-do. Lean just closer, let the embers glow. Fa-dee-dee-di-dee-dee-do. No rush tonight, take it slow. Fa-dee-dee-di-dee-dee-do. If sleep drifts in like a gentle drum, fa-dee-dee-di-dee-dee-dum. I'll mind the fire till morning come. Fa-dee-dee-di-dee-dee-dum. No need for vows or where you're from. Fa-dee-dee-di-dee-dee-dum. Just rest in peace, you fairly won. Fa-dee-dee-di-dee-dee-dum. If the road has left you too weary, fa-dee-dee-di-dee-dee-dee, come rest your head here close to me. Fa-dee-dee-di-dee-dee-dee. I'll hum you calm, soft as can be. Fa-dee-dee-di-dee-dee-dee. Till dawn comes quietly. Fa-dee-dee-di-dee-dee-dee. And if one day you choose to stay, fa-dee-dee-di-dee-dee-day, we'll laugh at storms that passed our way. Fa-dee-dee-di-dee-dee-day. Small hands at table, names to say. Fa-dee-dee-di-dee-dee-day. A shared warm hearth where hearts can lay. Fa-dee-dee-di-dee-dee-dee.
We thought we were subtle as shadows at dusk, with glances like accidents, careful and hushed. A seat left by chance by the fire each night, two hands not quite touching but terribly right. We swore to ourselves it was nothing at all, just neighbors, just talking, just answering calls. Oh, everyone knew before we did, before the words were said, before the kettle burned too long, or we shared a loaf of bread. We thought our secret safe and hid, but everyone knew before we did. Old Mara poured cider and smiled too wide. Young
Tom asked, so whose place tonight?
the baker made cakes in a curious size.
The tailor took measures with knowing eyes.
We laughed it all off, said you've got it all wrong, while the fiddler rehearsed our names in a song. Oh, everyone knew before we did, before the first real kiss, before we learned how close two lives can miss and then not miss. We whispered hopes the dark forbade, the whole town shouted serenade. They set out chairs
Just in case.
they said, tied ribbons of green, gold and red. The innkeeper asked
What year?
what day.
The vicar cleared space in a quiet way. We blinked and said, is this all for us?
They nodded back, well,
Who else but us?
everyone knew before we did, before we dared to see that what we called coincidence was love quite obviously. We learned at last what we'd forbid, that everyone knew before we did. We finally spoke it out loud one night,
When the fire slowed time and the world felt right.
said I think I love you, soft and afraid.
The door burst open.
Good, we've lemonade.
They cheered so loud the rafters shook, and crossed our names from the waiting book. Now here we stand with rings too bright, fed half to death, wrapped warm and tight.
They sing the song they'd practiced through about the day we finally knew.
We bow to the crowd, a little bit red. They bow right back. We told you, they said.
Oh, everyone knew before we did, before the promise, before the plan, before we learned that love's a thing that grows when it's held by many hands. We thought our hearts were cleverly hid, but everyone knew before we did.
slept beside a stranger's fire with my pack beneath my head. The road still humming in my bones from all the miles I'd tread. The flames burned low, the night grew kind, the world grew soft and slow. And in the coals I saw again the place I used to know. Oh, I dreamed of home with the kettle singing and the table worn and white, where names are known and doors stay open and the night waits outside. Though the road may claim my waking steps wherever I may roam, my heart still walks a hearth-lit floor in every dream of home. I dreamed of bread just split and steamed, of butter melting through, of laughter traded like small coins between the old and new. I heard my mother's easy scold, my father's quiet tune, and time sat down beside the fire and forgot the hour too soon. Oh, I dreamed of home with the kettle singing and the chairs pulled close and tight, where stories by you, supper warm, and no one counts the night. Though the miles lie thick between us now and the stars are strange above, my name is set in gentle ways in every dream of home. I dreamed the lane knew all my steps, the dog still knew my smell. The walls leaned in to hear me speak the things I never tell. No road was long, no worry sharp, no word went misunderstood. A bowl of fire, a listening ear, where all the rich is good. Oh, I dreamed of home with the kettle singing and the clock that never hurries on, where meals are shared and grudges fade before the light is gone. Though dawn will pull me back to boots and miles I've yet to roam, I wake up warmer for the gift of one more dream of home. The fire went out, the morning came, the road called soft but sure. I packed my dreams with careful hands like something sweet and pure. For every step that leads me on through weather, work and roam, I carry what the night once gave, a steady dream of home. Oh, I dreamed of home with the kettle singing and the welcome never worn, where even those who've wandered far are fed before they're sworn. Let the world be wide and the road be long, I'll never walk alone, for every fire I sleep beside still knows the shape of home. The shape of home, the shape of home.
Oh, to wed a wanderer, bright-eyed and brave, with boots full of road and a heart he can't save. He kissed me at dawn with a map and a grin, said, "Love, I'll be back once the snow settle in." That was last spring's promise, or so I recall. We've had 3 harvest feasts and no husband at all. Oh, to wed a wanderer, bold as they come, with pockets of stories and never a sum. He'll swear he's just stepping out over the hill, and return when the ale's gone quietly still. I've patched his sold cloaks till they're more patch than thread, explaining to neighbors, yes, still very wed. The hens know his name, the dog sleeps in his chair. The taxman just laughs when I tell him he's there. I've learned how to hammer, how bargain, how pray, and how not to ask when he's coming my way. Oh, to wed a wanderer, famous and free. He's known in 6 towns, just not here with me. They toast him as hero wherever he roams, while I toast the roof that still keeps up our home. He writes me brave letters on questionable days. All danger behind me, he means he's delayed. One came by a sailor who swore on his life my husband was fighting a troll with a knife. Another said dragons, a third said the king. I assume he was lost buying milk or a thing. I miss how he hums when he thinks I can't hear, and the weight of his boots by the door drawing near. I joke with the market, I sing with the crowd. I keep my chin lifted and laughter quite loud. But nights are a language the road doesn't speak, and bravery tastes different when eaten all week. Oh, to wed a wanderer, gallant and kind, with love in his letters and dust on his mind. I laugh when they ask if I do it again, then pause just a moment and laugh once more then. So if you see him with stars in his eyes, please tell him I've grown very clever and wise. The stew's learned my secrets, the fire knows my name, and I'm strong in the ways that don't make you a name. I'll scold him for leaving, then hold him too tight, and listen to stories till morning finds light. Oh, to wed a wanderer, bless and beware, for love grows quite sturdy when stretched by the air. I'll keep him a place in a chair by the fire, and if